now for official introduction, the fighter fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in 66. He's 30, stands 5'8". He fights out of game fight and hails from Leeds, Sergio Bananeira. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, weighing in 65.7. He's 18, stands 5'7". He fights out of Manchester, top team, and hails from Manchester by way of Dagestan, Ibragimov. Your referee, Mr. Phil Nestley.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, been looking forward to this one all night. This is a pro featherweight contest. Sergio Bananeira, 7-9, representing Game Fight. He's fought on Bellator. He's been in there with the likes of Paul Redmond. He is a very experienced campaigner as he takes on Manchester top teams, up-and-coming prospect Ibragimov, 18 years old, 2-0 as a pro, 7-9 his opponent. Vastly more experienced.
Yeah, but Ibragimov, I mean, especially as the grappling comes, I mean, you'd think he was, you know, a 30-year-old veteran. Like the guy's fantastic.
It's like Makiev. He used the flying knee to get in close, get the takedown, and I'll take. However, Bananeira is not going to be here to just make up the numbers. He's been in there with some phenomenal grapplers.
Yeah, you can see he's not accepting these positions.
Oh, but what just relentless is Ibragimov. Absolutely relentless. And now the pace slows a little bit, chipping away at the body.
Yeah.
It's going to look to consolidate position here now.
Exactly, and Ibragimov is going to look to suck the air out of his opponent.
Having a conversation here, I'm going to have to...
Yeah, he's already talking to him. Looking to posture up and do damage.
Yeah, it's got to be so frustrating when you've got a guy like Ibragimov on top of you, though, because you are going to have to find that escape route. He is not going to give it to you.
Yeah, exactly. And a guy who's so well versed in grappling, it's like, are you really going to risk trying to submit him and put yourself in a worse position? Or are you going to try and fight him wrestler to wrestler?
Right now, he's just going to drop elbows and chip away with some ground and pound as he looks to pass to side control, steps over, he's trying to defend that arm.
And, you know, it shouldn't be understated. Lovely work from Bananeira here, potentially fishing for a leg, but eats some punches.
Ibrahim just shook his head. No. Chipped away. He's going to be made to work without question.
Yeah, Bananeira's now looked for, he's gone for a knee bar and for a Kimura. Now posturing on the head to look to create some space. Going for that Kimura grip again.
You can hear the fans of Bananeira behind us.
Yeah. Ibragimov doing a good job of either extending the arm or tucking it into his leg.
Yeah, once it's on the inside, you ain't doing more. And the hammer fist is going to make you up. Still looking for that arm. Out and free now, and again, happy to continue to play this top position game.
Yeah. Yeah, Ibragimov just a crushing presence. And Bananeira doing a good job of, you know, trying to offer resistance. But
you could see just how much he's having to strain and work there. Every muscle.
Exactly. And
tight and corded.
And that's the key to this sort of strategy. Ibragimov is putting him in positions where he has to work, but he doesn't.
Well, the control is, again, exceptional considering this young man is the third fight in his pro career at 18 years old.
Yeah. Just fantastic stuff. And here, extending that leg out. Bananeira looking to sweep, and again, he rolls in for the leg. But Ibragimov doing all the right stuff, putting his weight on his foot and driving the hip.
Oh, and a couple of heavy shots getting through there.
I mean, you know you're in trouble when, to defend the wrestling onslaught, not only are you already having to resort to leg locks, but they're not working.
Oh, another hammer fist right to the ear. Again, he's looking for it.
A little deeper on this attempt, but Ibragimov doing a good job, working to get his knee clear. And once his knee is out, he'll be able to back step round and get back on top again.
Bananeira holding on to that leg for dear life.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, it looked like a simple pass to side control, but I got the feeling Sergio Bananeira just allowed that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's doing a good job of always responding to the pass attempts and, the guard passes and the positional advances, but not doing a good job of actually mounting any offense of his own.
And now, just by throwing in that shot, got the full mount.
Yeah, almost now in a three-quarter mount with an arm trapped.
Good scramble from Sergio Santos there.
But yeah, Ibragimov
north and south now.
Yeah, he's so heavy on top. Keeps that chest over his opponent at all times.
And again, Bananeira looking to try and scramble, and does, but he ends up going from the frying pan into the fire as the 18-year-old prospect hammers away to finish the round. And so he puts himself in against the toughest competition he can find.
Yeah, exactly. And again, and looks like he's performing like a veteran.
Absolutely. Ibragimov straight into the center of the cage.
Lovely kicks and strikes
and then straight on the double. Steps over, Dagestani leg lock. Thank you, Habib.
Exactly. Ties up those legs, and again, there's a bit of a guillotine grip here, but Ibragimov isn't in any significant danger because he can't utilize his legs and his hips to make that choke effective.
I mean, he can make it uncomfortable. He can squeeze. But you can see that it's, it is under the chin.
But ultimately, it'll only be a matter of time. Ibragimov will either posture up or he'll step in and move around to the safe side.
Again, embracing the grind, the Manchester top team prospect.
Yeah, and as the head pops out there, Sergio looking to use his arm to sort of control the posture.
Again, he's looking perhaps like he was thinking about attacking that arm.
Yeah, looking for that Kimura grip again. See, the problem with moves like that or switching over for the leg lock is because they're all outside attacks, it opens up the passes round to the back, which again is, if you're confident you can get the submission, it's great, you can put your man away. But on a guy like Ibragimov, where he's clearly shown he can see it coming from a mile away, you're just going to end up giving up an even worse position.
Yeah, just chipping away as well. No rush at all in Ibragimov. He's not going to rush.
Yeah, landed a big left-hand shot there. And he's pressuring his man's head right against the cage. We mentioned it earlier, but it totally nullifies a lot of jiu-jitsu. Simply by having your neck craned in like that, you can't sort of move your body.
Well, the one thing that Bananeira has for him right now is he's right in his own corner there, and I'm fairly sure that Ibrahim doesn't speak Portuguese.
Again, fishing for that Kimura, but he's potentially risking opening himself up to either more strikes or briefly, it looked like Ibrahim was looking at the head and arm choke, but content to just settle back in and strike.
Nice big deep breath there from Ibragimov. Gets that arm freeze on the back now.
Oh, he's already talking to his corner, shaking his head, telling him, no, your guy's not going to do that to me.
Starting to chip away now with those hammer fists, and was that a big elbow? But again, Bananeira turning in, trying to grab the leg.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying. He is really trying to make something happen here.
Onto his back.
I mean, Ibragimov is having a full-on debate with the corner of Sergio here.
Likes a bit of a chat.
Yeah.
But just staying so sticky. Not giving Bananeira a chance to get any room to breathe.
Yeah. I mean, he is constantly pressuring in with his hips.
Oh, big elbows to the ribs there.
Oh, yeah.
And another.
Oh, and a powerful one to the head.
Carl Prince over in the corner. Just making sure the judges know which ones land by giving us that big oh every time the elbow comes in.
And again, now passing through to Mount.
I mean, he kind of made that look easy.
Yeah, effortless. Oh, and a powerful
it's
elbow.
A big elbow, and thought for a minute Bananeira was turning up that there's still no quit. And the side control now.
Yeah, those short elbows are particularly bad.
Is he locked on the head and arm?
Yeah, he is.
What a lovely transition if he gets this.
Bananeira's done a good job, though, getting his other arm across. Yep. That'll create some space, but again, only so that he can turn over and eat more shots.
Yeah, it was, again, from the frying pan into the fire, and a choice you don't really want to have to make, but
that speaks to the heart of Sergio, that where other men may have given up the submission because
looking to try and get it now if he can step over.
Again, he's trying to fish that arm in, but he might end up trapping his own arm here under the leg.
He's readjusting the grip there. Is he just going to try and finish it from here?
I mean, it can be finished from Mount, but
you can see he's trying to turn that corner.
Ibragimov might do better to step off to side control, but he turns in and escapes.
Oh, and then drops an elbow to... Good, solid round from Ibragimov there. Is that 10-8?
I mean, I think so.
And as skilled as this young 18-year-old prospect from Manchester.
Yeah. Getting him ready to go. He's almost got a smile on his face. And Sergio looking stoic.
Oh, front teep right up the middle. Stance change, level change, in on the body lock.
Good sprawl by Sergio, but again, right back up against the cage.
Looking to try and clasp those hands under the hips, suck the hips out, just pulls his man effortlessly to the floor.
I mean, you'd love to say that, you know, tactically there were things that Sergio could do, but he's just being overwhelmed.
Yeah, and there you go. Grapevining, locking up the legs again. Thank you, Habib.
Yeah. The key to a position like this, rather than the emphasis isn't always on locking the feet per se, but driving pressure in above the knees so that you can't get any movement through those legs. And you can see here, even when the actual lock of the feet isn't as tight, stacking over the top of the knees stops any movement at all.
Yeah, it's got to be so frustrating.
Yeah, and controlling that wrist on the other side. So Sergio is just open to each shot like that one.
And people are going to be, you know, if this goes to the decision, people will be looking and going, oh, should he have finished him right now? This 15 minutes could be invaluable.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, well, you know what? Why would you risk losing a fight by using up all your energy trying to finish a guy when you can just keep doing this and get the win?
Absolutely, and it's not like it's a win that there is any doubt of.
Yeah,
he has controlled for 12 minutes now.
Yeah. I mean, if it keeps going this way, this is about as definitive a shutout as you can see.
Absolutely, you can see him chipping away, but again, not looking for those big shots, not looking for he's not going to rush anything.
Yeah.
Mature beyond his tender age. 18.
And from here, Sergio could potentially be looking for butterfly hooks to elevate those hips. Again, I think trying to look for sort of wrestling switches isn't really the way to go. I don't think you're going to out-wrestle this man.
No, I don't think so either, but right now, again, everything he does is just to be a bit mean. I'm going to kneel on your arm. Yeah. I'm going to take your position. I'm going to start chipping away with elbows.
And again, it's not that Sergio's doing the wrong things. You know, he's reaching for wrist controls. He's trying to isolate arms, but Ibrahim just shuts it down. Looking for crucifix controls where he can and landing those nasty elbows.
It's just such an impressive performance from the Manchester top team prospect. I mean, this is an opponent with vastly more experience at some of the highest level that can be found. And right now, it doesn't look like he is in the same league.
Yeah. It looks like an amateur against a pro.
Yeah, he's got the answers. He's got enough defense. He's got the answers for defense, but he just, whatever questions he tries to ask, it's like Ibragimov's been given the cheat sheet, and he's like 3 answers ahead.
Yeah, and despite the fact that, you know, that there isn't necessarily crazy damage being taken, you have got to ask, can your man realistically win the fight?
Absolutely.
Like should this continue?
Well, it's not a mugging, as you say. That, I mean, as a forearm lands and another elbow, it's not. He's not taking. We've seen more damage given out in some of the fights earlier tonight, but it's just a sheer aggressiveness of Ibragimov, and
there's almost an inevitability to it.
Yeah, the end is coming, or you're just going to just stay on the mat for the whole rest of the night.
Yeah, exactly. And Ibragimov making these passes look increasingly effortless.
And I think it's the way that he's handled this 16-fight Bellator veteran in his 3rd professional contest.
Yeah.
But again, we were talking about the fact that, you know, some of the amateurs today would be given the semi-pros of 10 or 15 years ago a really hard time, and now we're seeing...
Oh, absolutely. We're witnessing an evolution of the sport.
And that's 15 minutes in. Oh, he's going to try and put a stamp, finish it in this round, but if not, that's 15 wonderful minutes, and he knows it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we'll go to the judges and scorecard. All 3 judges have scored this in favor of your winner, Ibragimov. Please show your appreciation to Sergio Bananeira.